USA! USA! I'm Kendrick Henry, your local USA Moringa farmer, and I'm in Tampa, Florida at one of our member locations. And today I'm going to be harvesting these Moringa greens to be dried and processed into local USA Moringa tea and powder. This right here is what it's all about. Working together, supporting local USA growers, and turning Moringa into a very high quality product that everybody can enjoy. And if you'd like to get more hands-on training and coaching directly from me and other USA growers, then simply learn the step-by-step systems that make all of this possible. And even if you are in Africa, India, the Philippines, Mexico, I'd love for you to join our agricultural collective. Just follow the link below to growmoringa.com. But for now, just sit back, take notes, and enjoy the following lesson from MoringaCon 25. Hey USA, let's grow together! Woo!
Computer, great, looking good. That's cool. It's kind of a double. And we got the beautiful TV here as a display. Hopefully, is that?
Yeah, look at all those.
I'll probably move this over a little bit so that way if I'm standing there.
Now, what's the name of that one? That's the Momax?
Yeah.
I think so, was it?
That's the Momax.
Okay. Only reason I figured that out was on the URL on top. Yeah, you see the word Momax.
Yeah, we just went through the history and talked about the we can kind of cover it.
Yeah.
We're going to go to food.
It's all in here.
Right, but what is Lomax?
Momax is just a type. There's
Variety.
13 types.
Moringa.
With you.
But we'll have the recording of the
full
history
member
of
of the co-op,
Yeah.
then
I'll get that.
they give you one.
Yeah.
No.
But I bought this one before I was a member, so.
I was gonna say, it has all these trumpsticks on it, yet you got all those,
Still have
the
one.
leaves too.
This is not cool.
Yeah.
The leaves of, the tree is not bare.
That's a nice little dog pond.
Oh, see, this view is nice. So go ahead and get on. Yeah.
So.
We're going to do nice.
I'll just take over your case and should bring her over. What do you got there?
This is great.
No, I was just checking the time. I was thinking it-
Yep, everything's good. Are you able to see? You're able to see okay? This is okay?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, I put on like 3 years ago. I switched to Google Fi. I got the-
Welcome. Hi, Christian. You're more than welcome to unmute anytime, ask any questions, check in the chat. And we'll get this going here.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, we're recording in here. I'm pretty sure all the recordings are on. Let me make sure one more time. Yep, recording. Good, I got the mic on. The only thing I'm missing is cookies and hummus. We have tea. I'm going to drink some tea on camera. Should I grab some fresh leaves real quick? I'll grab some fresh greens real quick. Yeah? You want to grab fresh greens for us? Yeah, thank you. Thanks a lot. The insides. Yeah, we got the greens out there for sure. Starting to get hot out there. Good thing we watered. Good thing we watered here. All right, we got the tea down here. I'll go ahead and show you guys some tea here. We got some tea in the house.
It's delicious.
Powder and.
There we go. Got some Moringa tea here.
Salute.
Salud. Everybody got a cup?
Yes.
Grab some here.
You gotta give me more.
That's mine.
That's the funny thing about a renewable product.
You can get me.
You gotta have more.
Mhm. Mm. Thanks, Catherine. This tastes so good. Help yourself, everybody. We got Moringa tea. Serving up the tea.
It sprays out.
Thanks, Harlem.
You don't want to miss. There we go.
I've got a little smoothie bowl here. Chia and veg and fruit.
take this and put it on my
So-
backpack. There you go. Roberta?
Thank you.
Great.
Now, you know, with all this water I'm drinking, I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom.
It's fine. We have a bathroom. It's open.
Right there.
Yes, right, just right here. But the plants do need to be watered. So, you know, if you feel like, you know, to water the bananas or water the moringas, it's okay too.
So do those banana trees out there produce for you?
Oh, tons of racks. We got racks on racks on racks. In October, oh man, we had so much moringa.
Oh,
I mean, so much bananas.
And bananas too, huh?
Oh, hey,
Do the bananas grow?
is that Ethan?
Yeah.
Ethan, thanks for coming back, brother. Appreciate that. All right, we're just getting going now.
Here's the moringa.
Here's to Moringa, everybody. Cheers. Let me go ahead and get this back up in
What
here.
does they say in Germany? In Germany they say.
Salute.
Cheers.
Let's put up a good picture. What do we want to see food-wise? Drumstick soup. We're going to bring up the drumstick soup video. Our most famous video on YouTube is the drumstick soup video. So we'll just pull our video up, our own video. Hey, that's Gandhi there. What's up, Gandhi? View your channel. You guys know that there's a search bar on YouTube. Everybody for coming in. This was the other day live. We're starting to do this channel now is the podcast channel. And we've got 3 channels now.
YouTube Premium. Okay.
Drumstick soup. See if we show that. Oh, there it is. The best one. Okay, we've got that ready. What else do we need to put up in here? What others do you want to see? You want to see moringa pesto.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
All right, we're going to do images of, Gandhi says he wants moringa. Okay, so we have this image. This is a great pesto.
Do you mix it in with cat food here?
We don't really feed him too much. Then it's actually, Gandhi is the neighbor's cat, but he's like, loves being here.
Oh, he comes.
You know,
over
we
here.
share. He was found, actually. Him and his brother were found. And then, you know, before I moved in, there was my friend's son lived here, which kind of at the same time they were growing up together. So he's always been in the house, in and out. He doesn't sleep with us, but he's chilling in the day, and
But
he goes back home. They always keep the door open, like the garage door over there is always open for him.
He's
and
the
his
real
brother.
owner.
Yeah, he's the real owner. He's the boss of the house. Maybe we can get him back out because he's a little needy right now. Yeah, thanks. Hey, are you enjoying today's lesson from MoringaCon 25? Well, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks a lot for supporting local USA moringa farmers. Let's ride. Yeah, he's a big boy, but he's a tension hog right now. It's spotlight's on me now, Gandhi. Come on. So we all have our moringa tea, right? Everything's good in here. We're recording. In here, we are good. All the cameras are on.
Turn my phone off.
Okay.
No ringing.
Oh, I don't even think I brought mine, it's good.
There we go, moringa pesto. One of the things that we like to go down to the local Indian restaurant and get moringa soup. And they put powder in with coconut milk and make a really nice, strong moringa soup. And that has lemon in it, I believe. Super good. We're drinking moringa tea right now. This is essentially, let me get the, I'll show you a really easy way to make moringa tea is with a French press. The best way that we love to make moringa is with the French press. Where did we put the French press?
It's up high.
In front of, oh, right here. She uses it right here. Yep. Yep. Here we go. It's already got moringa leaves in it. So we take the moringa. Let me have my tea here. Pinkies up, everybody. It's not really official until the pinkies are up. Before we get started, just want everybody to know that if you go to growmoringa.com, you can download the free Moringa Masterclass. It's now available. We put a lot of love, energy into it, and it talks about the 3 ways to make extra income from moringa today, within the next 7 days, and then how you set up your entire life over the next year, essentially.
Is this through you?
I wrote this. This is now for free at growmoringa.com. This is an extra manual that you'll want to pick up and read. It has a little bit of history of me, my story, and has a lot of information about essentially how to become financially free with Moringa, like I've done over the last 10 years. And today for MoringaCon 25, we're going to get in on the cooking benefits. We already know. Let's go over the health benefits. So we have a book here. Let's see, nutrition-wise, we have in the book, or I should say in the gift box here, and I'll pass this gift box around. When you open up this gift box, it's actually just right there at the top. So 15 times more potassium than bananas.
That's what got me.
Yes.
With the doctor.
25 times more iron than spinach. 10 times more vitamin A than carrots. 7 times more vitamin C than oranges. 2 times more protein than yogurt. 4 times more fiber than oats. 17 times more calcium than milk. You can pass that around.
Old version here,
Yeah, a different version. A lot of other numbers are different.
but the newer the better.
Yeah. Let's see, what page is that on in the beginning there?
It's on page 4 of chapter 2.
Okay, chapter 2. All right. Yeah, so let's go through here. Yes. So what does that mean? If you were to take a pound of chicken, which has about 7 to 10 grams of protein, this is comparable by weight of, say, like a chicken or something that has these in it. And it says gram per comparison. So it's taking something like spinach. It's taking a pound of spinach and a pound of moringa, and it's comparing those items. Okay?
I've heard it said that moringa is the new kale.
Yes. Moringa, yeah. A little bit of information. It has all 9 essential amino acids, and it has all 9 non-essential amino acids. That makes it a complete protein.
18 amino acids.
That's right.
Beautiful.
It has 92 nutrients, 46 antioxidants, 36 anti-inflammatories.
Yes.
The leaf powder is about 40% protein.
Wow.
That's it.
And it's very high in iron as well.
Yeah.
So one of the reasons why I heard about it is through Dr. Sebi, and he talks about the blood a lot. You know, the origins and a lot of things for healing and cleansing and detoxing is going to start with the blood. So because of the iron, it's mostly for the blood. If you start with the blood, then you take care of all the other 300 known diseases in your body.
Magnesium is critical for red blood cells.
Mm-hmm.
The iron needs the magnesium.
Yeah. And do you guys want to go ahead and take a bite? You want to just taste some fresh moringa greens? Help yourself taste. You can smell it. It's just as soon as you pass right by it, you can smell it. We have bouquet.
Magnesium is essential for
For you, my love.
your nervous system function.
Right.
Okay, Calvin. You got it. You got it, man. Not stepping on any toes here.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Yes.
Went out there and picked these today?
Yes, we just picked these.
Yeah.
There's moringa pesto. There's moringa hummus. There's moringa soup. You guys want to go ahead? This is the drumstick soup video here. Super popular drumstick video. You know, and even around the world, it's not even as valued so much because it's growing on the road. It's growing in the middle of the street. And so everyone in the whole world is trying to sell their moringa here in the USA because it's less prevalent, right? It's scarce here.
Yeah.
But if you talk to anybody on the internet, they're like, I can't even sell it here. It's because you walk down the street and you've got moringa flowing over into the streets,
In other
right?
countries.
In other countries. But here it's very rare and it's very, but everybody in the whole world is trying to bring their moringa to the USA, which is why we're focusing on growing it ourselves here in the USA because we can garner a higher price. It's more
And
rare,
it's
it's scarce,
fresh.
and it's fresh.
And it's
Perfect world.
From people you know, like, and trust, right? And that's really our motto. This book goes through and has all the nutritional value of the leaf. It has minerals, breaks it down. Calcium, 19%. Iron, 31%. Magnesium, 41%. Phosphorus, 16%. Potassium, 7%. Zinc, 6%. These are all reproductive organ minerals. These are very good for the reproductive organs. So did you know that the main ingredient in Viagra is moringa?
Really?
Did you know the main ingredient in Midol is moringa? Because it helps with circulation, right? Male circulation and female circulation. In both parts of the body, both circulatory vitamins, minerals, supplements.
We'll go start eating mine.
Get it fresh. What's it good for? We have an image here. What's it good for? There's over 300 known uses and preventative for ailments, sores, allergies, stomach ulcers, skin infections, migraines, hormonal imbalances, headaches, coughs, anemia. I know that when I was first starting to cleanse and detox, I kind of was like sick constantly. I haven't been sick, but maybe 1 or 2 times in the past 10 years. You know, since I started eating moringa and really like getting into a good regimen, I know that if I get sick, if I've gotten sick, it's because I haven't been following a good protocol of diet. I might be drinking or smoking during that time, which is why I like to refrain from those substances regularly, to just constantly have healing, balance, high vibration, and moringa helps me with that. I'm constantly going. I'm working till 1 in the morning. I'm up as early as I can. You know, Catherine's like, sometimes I sleep in because I'll be up, like I was up 4 o'clock the other night just painting the floors, you know, just trying to get this house and farm set up. But kidneys, liver, heart, eye, skin, and hair, of course. I like to say creaky bones and creaky doors, because the oil can also be put on doors and cars as a lubricant, you know, creaky bones and creaky doors. Detoxes, arthritis, stroke, cancer. Now, I don't own any of these words, but this is just for entertainment purposes. These are all medically owned words. We don't own these words or anything like that, but essentially anti-inflammatory is the key.
Anti-inflammatory, I like that.
Okay. It says that it can help you to live to 90 years old. We got plenty of time, right?
Almost.
All right.
70s, so.
All right, so one of the most popular ways to eat the moringa is from the drumstick. Could I ask a favor, Julian? In the shed, there is a bin. You'll see when you walk in on the right-hand side, there's 3 bins. One of those bins has drumsticks in them. If you could grab a couple of drumsticks so we can just show. And I'll play this video. Okay. Drumstick soup. How to make moringa drumstick soup. It tastes so good and it's full of nutrients. Harvest the fresh drumsticks right off the moringa trees. Moringa is a complete source of protein. Eat the plump green ones, chop them and add water to boil. Mushrooms, onions, like zucchini. And zucchini. I make my own fresh coconut milk. Blend the chunks. Fresh coconut milk, creamy. The best part is adding our world moringa spice. We'll talk about that. Blend of moringa leaf powder and some garlic if you're into that. Throw in some garlic. Peppers, carrots, peppers. Make this recipe to your liking. Don't forget celery. Make it filling with added beans. Beans. You know, this is mine. This is. And set to simmer for 30 minutes. Enjoy this nutrient-rich moringa drumstick soup, a complete source of protein with vitamins and minerals. It's a staple fruit vegetable around the world. Peel the starchy inside and eat the seeds. Compost it. Right, so this is the most valuable part of the medium-sized drumstick is the small white seed. It pops in your mouth. It's so good. This is the most desirable, the most used way for growing and eating moringa is with this drumstick. And you'll see at the end here that you eat the starchy inside. This is the poor man's potato. Okay, because it's super prevalent around the world in developing countries, and it's essentially free to get it right off the trees in the street. And when you cook it, you boil it, the starch on the inside is a very filling, light, potato-y starch that's on the inside of the drumstick here. These are all, you know, brown, used. Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Do you take that when they drop off the tree or take it when they're
Yeah. There's 3 sizes. You can take it right off the tree when they're small, skinny, and lanky, and like a green bean. The medium-sized one is the most common for the cooking, and then the older one is most common for pressing the seeds for oil. Cook them when they're green in the medium stage.
Okay.
This is the 3rd stage, the old stage. This is the dried stage that would be more so for pressing for oil.
Yeah.
This is the oil stage.
I saw that video.
Yeah, this is the oil stage. Right. So we've got 3 stages. You got a young stringy beanie. Oh, good. We got some members coming in. Great. Do you support local USA farmers? Well, make sure to get your local USA Moringa products from us. Sign up as a member of the Grow Moringa Collective to get exclusive deals, over 50% off local USA Moringa. Sign up today at growmoringa.com. And then we'll finish this up here. There it is. There it is. You're just kind of like peeling out like an artichoke. Welcome. Welcome. Come on in.
Hello.
Thanks. Thanks for coming in. Thanks, James.
How you doing?
Hello again. How you doing?
What's your name?
James is here. Thanks, James. You're more than welcome to have a seat. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
No, hey, no worries, no worries. Thanks, James. If you have any questions at any time, right now we're talking mostly about the benefits of Moringa, and we have the itinerary here you can
Do
check
you have
out.
another one of those?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll be live for another few more minutes or so. There you go. Any questions about how to use it? This is the loose leaf, right? So
Dried loose meat.
number 1 is wet. Very common. You can get a bowl of this and put it in your soups and salads wet. This is very, very common. It's the easiest way to eat it. Right off the tree. Take a bite. You might taste it like a peanutty. That's the oleic acid. It's the same protein in peanuts called oleic acid. And so if you taste that peanutty taste, that's the oleic acid. Specifically, it's a protein that's common in peanuts and moringa. And then we dry it, and we'll have more demonstrations tomorrow about washing and drying, and we'll talk about that specifically. But then once you get in a package, this is one of the most common ways to consume it. Loose leaf, add it to hot water in a French press, and then strain. It strains naturally. A French press strains the water from the leaf naturally with this screen in there, and then you make a nice, great tea. We add a little bit of mint for flavor, and then the way that we like to package it up, my mom, she still asks me and calls me today, and she says, "How's your tea company, sweetie?" Because I originally started as a tea company, and that's my most favorite product right here. And what we do is we put it in tea bags, reusable tea bags, with the flip top at the top, so it's very easy for us to go ahead and fill it up ourselves. We don't have to have machines. And then you, as the user, can always keep these bags and refill it with other herbs or even put more moringa in it. You know, so say like you get a refill, you can always set these aside, save them, and they can be reused over and over. Recycle tea bags.
Is that powder in there or the?
This is loose leaf. Yes, loose leaf. This is the most common way to consume it. When I was thinking about what business was I going to have, I was in architecture school, and I wanted to have a longevity business. Not only a business that helped with longevity, but a business that would go generations in my family. And I looked up and I just searched the oldest company in the world, still in existence today, is a tea company in Tibet. It's over 1,000 years old. The building is still in use. And I said, that's it. It's a tea company. And so that's what this is originally. It started as, and it will always be, a foundation. We even got Catherine over here. She's making tea right now. So always making tea. Every day we're making tea. Every day. When the helpers come in, they say, how can I help today? I say, well, we're just going to make tea. And then tomorrow they come in, well, what are we going to do today? Well, we're going to make tea. And then they come the next day, they're like, what are we doing today? We're making tea. You know, so that's exactly what we do every day. So it's the best seller. This is my favorite one, actually. I was going to architecture school. I was like, if I can build a house out of paper, I could make a tea box. So that's exactly what I did. My very first product was a tea box that I made out of paper. I have a mold actually just right over there. It's actually just right over there in the things. I'll grab it for you just so you can see the origins of the business. It started off with this template right here. Is the original tea template that I made for my very first tea box. Right here. This made thousands and thousands of tea boxes at the farmer's market. This template right here. And I did not make it out of the wings, but tomorrow we'll go over the paper from the wings when we do pressing of the seeds. I'll show you how we make paper out of the wings. Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow. Yeah, but I literally just took like chipboard and then would make a mold, slit it, fold it, and I made my own tea box template, and I made thousands of tea boxes from this template right here. And that's my first product that I took to the market. I didn't have to go buy anything other than paper. I put it and I made a box very similar to this. Now we just buy these for 10 cents, right? But I was like artsy fartsy, you know, just trying to, you know, try to do things unique. And it's like I made everything by hand myself. And it was, you know, it was a handmade label that I was up for till 4 in the morning and selling the boxes for less than what I spent the time, you know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where do you get your little envelopes for the tea bag?
Tea bags, you can look up reusable tea bags. Sometimes they run out. Sometimes, you know, because of tariffs, you know, we have to actually go all the way to China and get it ourselves.
Oh, China.
Yeah, so we have to, you know, some are made in Indonesia or Taiwan. Some are made in other countries. That usually takes about 3 months to get here. So you have to like order it ahead of time, you know. But sometimes we can get it on Amazon or Walmart. They have them in stock, but they run out very quickly. So it's like we're stocking up as much as we can. Sometimes it takes 3 weeks, 3 months to get the tea bags back in stock. So we're always having... Go ahead, please, James.
How long ago did you start your tea business?
That was 10 years ago.
10 years ago?
Yep, 10 years ago I started out at the farmer's market. Yep. And
was it profitable when you first started?
yeah, you know, because I kept it really simple, the very first day that I went, yes, because I harvest moringa trees from other people's properties. I had very little to no overhead. The secret to this is harvesting greens on other people's properties. I would literally, it would be summertime and I'm like, I think that's a moringa tree in somebody's backyard. And I would knock on their door and I'd say, hey, can I grab some of those moringa leaves? They're like, well, come on in. Let's have lunch. Let's have tea. Most of the time they were from Thailand or Philippines, you know, or even India, Africa, Caribbean. You know, most other countries know about the moringa. So I would knock on their door and they're like, you know about moringa? I'm like, yeah, like, well, they're come on back. And then they're like showing me their whole backyard and they've got plants and cuttings. And that's how I got into people's houses and started harvesting other people's trees. And then I would trade for the harvest. I would trade tea in loose leaf. So they're like, well, what am I going to get for the harvest? And I say, well, I'll dry the leaves for you and I'll come back next time with a package and you'll have it finished and done. And they were like, great. So that's how we trade within and show people that you don't necessarily have to go with cash and you can still, you know, return properly and pay people back for what you're taking. A lot of times though, people are like, just, it goes to waste. Just take it. You know, they get to benefit from it because they have it already in their backyard. So.
And you're taking care of the tree too, so.
And we're taking care of the tree. The more you harvest it, the more it bushes out. All right, so we've got some recipes in here. The drumstick soup is in here. We're in chapter 2, or chapter 1, essentially page 11. I'm making tea actually in this picture here. We've got other teas, the pestos, the matcha, the smoothies. I'm putting the greens in my smoothies every day. Did we take our supplements? Everybody took their supplements? Everybody, yep, everybody's got it. Okay, make sure, good. You need some? You want some? Heck yeah, he's like, I want some. I'll show the capsules. We make supplements. Yeah. Grab some water. And we make these. Some of these are like seed supplements. Some of these are green supplements. Help yourself. I usually take about 4. 2 greens and 2 seeds. You know, you can take the seed, grind it up, and make powder out of it. You can see here, Liz's daughter is here, one of our members here. She made a hummus, moringa hummus. She's here. Dried chickpeas with some grape oil, moringa greens, fresh, and then just some salt. Then we also have chicken soup with moringa in it. Last year, we actually just had like a moringa soup. We just took it. Now, the best way to actually make a soup is to get it completely like this is a very meticulous process of getting it completely off there. But you can see how just if you're delicate enough with it and you have that touch, you can kind of get it. But then, like traditionally, the women would sit around and actually go leaf by leaf by leaf by leaf by leaf. And this is actually the most ideal way to eat it. It takes a little bit of time, but then that way you get this out of the meal, right? Of course, you can eat it, right? But when you eat a soup that's literally just these leaves like this, it's so good, so filling, so fresh, and so amazing and soft. And of course, in the book here, you can add chicken or any meat that you like. Oh, and then breads. It makes really great breads, tortillas, arepas, anything that you want to add. Oh, and then of course we have our famous spice. Would you be willing to grab a jar of spice for us? I make the spice from green moringa powder and turmeric.
I got one
You got
of
some?
those, I believe.
Yeah.
When you sent me the microwaves.
Yes. Good. This is super famous. Chefs love this. This is green powder with turmeric, but then I also add cumin, coriander, fenugreek, hawthorn, very good for the prostate. I'm adding dandelion greens as well, good for the liver. This also got clove bud, so it's helping with anti-parasitic. It's also got a little bit of golden seal. It's got some cinnamon in here. It's got some ginger in here.
You do that yourself?
I did this myself. Yeah, so all the ingredients are on the back, all organic, and of course, everybody asks, what's with the turmeric? And the black pepper. We sprinkled in some black pepper in there for you, like Salt Bay. Yeah, we did that. We did that. A little bit of cayenne. Of course, a lot of the coloring comes from the turmeric and paprika. Paprika is a good one for the coloring. The reason why this tastes so good, this is the secret. Don't tell anybody about this secret ingredient. It's the mustard. Believe it or not, it's the mustard. Mustard seed powder. That's the secret ingredient.
Wow.
Yeah, and we'll have some of that later. You're more than welcome, actually, if you want to at any time, you can open one of those. I actually have some that's already open in the back there. Try it. There's a jar up there in the medium. Yeah, to the left. Yep, down one and then over. That's it. That's it. So you guys can put that on the table. Help yourself. There's some moringa. Add that to like the hummus. It's spicy, so. Oh, pancakes, panqueques. Put it in your pies and pastries. Quiche. There's lots of. This is Grow Moringa, the ultimate guide here. There's lots of recipes in here for you. And of course, you got to have it in your leprechaun bars for St. Patty's Day because it's green. Get your green cheesecake in here.
Green cheesecake.
Cassava flour. We even have a gluten-free pie in the book. I've only been gluten-free for 6 months. I wrote this book over a year ago. Wow. Ahead of its time. It's got arrowroot starch, coconut oil, maple syrup, and vanilla. The filling is sweet potatoes. Oh, gosh. How did I do this?
That smells like
wow.
when you go to the Indian grocery store.
Okay. And then real quick, we're going to go through all the different parts of the moringa. One of the questions that people ask a lot is, what is the bark used for?
Yeah.
Well, did you guys know that aspirin was made from the white willow bark?
Yeah.
The white willow tree
White willow, yes,
is from the
that's
bark.
correct.
So aspirin originated from the white willow bark tree. Okay? And so moringa bark is very thin, it's papery. And if you have if you're flowing out of the mouth and you're flowing out of number 2 and you can't stop it, this is a coagulant. It's a coagulant. It's going to help stop you from overflowing. If you're throwing up and you're sick, you chew the bark up and it'll stop you. It'll help keep your liquids in. So it'll prevent you from getting too dehydrated.
Fantastic.
So if you're,
That's
like,
really important.
bleeding too?
Yes,
would that
bleeding,
be-
very good for, if you're bleeding, it's going to help make white blood cells.
would
But it's
you-
not something that you do all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, just for special use.
Would you use like a poultice? Or
You can use it as a poultice for sure, but then you can also just chew it. It's going to essentially thicken the blood up, and it's going to find its way to the hole, and it's going to help plug it up.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And poultice is a good idea too, and wrapping it. So chewing it, and then putting it directly on it, and then wrapping that in comfrey is going to help you the most.
It's antibacterial.
Comfrey root.
Yeah. What's that?
It's antibacterial, so.
Antibacterial, so it's going to help with that. I don't put the oil like on open wounds, but if I have a scar or a cut, then you'll want to rub and put the oil on that. It's going to heal faster. It's actually nature's neosporin. Nature's neosporin is moringa oil.
Is this going live or something?
Yeah, but help yourself to ask anything.
I have a little spot right here that I've had it for years and it's, I don't feel it, you know,
Right.
unless I rub at it.
Uh-huh.
or
It's under the skin?
Yeah. And I thought, well, I wonder if I have cancer. But it-
Yeah.
none of the doctors are concerned about it.
Good.
But, and I do put moringa oil on my
Good.
skin.
You can't even see it
every
really,
day.
but you feel it under it? But it goes away? Is it lighten up a little bit?
I don't know, it seems the same.
Yeah, I put oil on my skin every day. I'm actually 94 years old.
Oh.
I've got you by a couple years. And so,
You're younger
yeah,
than me.
yeah, the knees are still working. Lots of vitamins, minerals. Okay, a lot of people ask, what about the roots? So you want to eat the tubers when they're under a year old because they can, over time, accumulate heavy metals, niacin. What is that? What's the other? What's the other thing that things accumulate that you don't want to? Arsenic. Arsenic in the soil. All that stuff is in the soil. But what you can do is harvest moringa roots that are under a year. So I tell people who are growing moringa in the north, who grow it as an annual, to harvest all of their trees, dry the root, and then chop it, dehydrate it, and powder it, and it's a horseradish. It's a horseradish powder, so it's a spice. It's a natural aphrodisiac. It's good for digestive orders and arthritis. Oh, did you guys know that moringa sap is like moringa gum? It's a natural gum. When I'm out in the field and I make a harvest, a lot of my trees get the gum on it, the sap. I'll go out there and I'll chew it, and it's a gum. There is a moringa gum company that makes gum from moringa sap. Okay? We're going in right now on all the different... Yes. That's right. Okay, so then we wanted to make sure you guys know that moringa is good for people, pets, and plants.
Yes.
We have some pellets just right over there. Some pellets I want to show. We're making dog food. Right? Thank you very much. Dog food. This is straight powder that we made in the pellet machine. Tomorrow we're going to pull out the pellet machine and we're going to make pellets. Okay? And goats, chickens, horses, fish, cows, rabbits, especially rabbits. Cats not so much. Gandhi, he's a little fancy, picky.
Yeah,
They love it, especially squirrels. Man.
Squirrels. If you're eating squirrels, go ahead. Go ahead. If you're from West Virginia, you're doing that thing, go ahead. It's cool. I actually think I have some family from there, so explains a lot. Explains a lot.
If you ain't from West Virginia, you're not a redneck.
And that actually comes from wearing bandanas in the mines. They wore the bandanas in the mines. They red bandanas in the mines. red necks. They wear it around their neck, yeah.
But I wear them up here.
All right, so animals, it's got information in here. Oh, the biggest thing, the reason why, of course, we know for people, we talk about that a lot, but for the animals, it's going to help get your calves, if you're like selling calves and cows and animals, it's going to get your animals to a size in which you can sell it faster. It's also going to reduce the cost of your veterinary bills, right? It's going to reduce the cost of your antibiotics. It's going to reduce the cost of feed, essentially, because you'll be able to supplement your feed with the Moringa, so you can have a cheaper food. Say if you're buying $100,000, every quarter of animal feed, well, then you can also supplement that. This is a 5%. I have a diagram on the back here. This is a 5% ratio additive, essentially. It's just a couple of pellets in 1 pound of feed. And the biggest thing that I was going to say is that it helps to increase lactation in lactating animals, mammals. It increases milk production in goats. It increases the yolk and the size of the yolk and the thickness of the shell and eggs. You get more eggs. You get healthier chickens. Chickens love this. They also just love eating the fresh greens. You just throw greens in the chicken coop and they're just tearing it up. I have videos actually. Hold on. Let's go to goat Moringa. This could be our channel. Hold on. Where's our channel here? I do believe that I have on our channel goats.
This is perfect for Think and Grow Rich.
Yeah.
Yes.
I might have put it, I'm not sure if I put it in here. I have a short where I might have it in my files, but I haven't pulled it up here about the goats. I have lots of videos about goat. Not sure if it's in this one. I don't think.
Tree trunks you got there next to you.
Yeah, oh yeah. But I have some videos of us going to the local farm and feeding the goats. They tore it up. They love it, and it's very good for that. So yeah, just wanted to end that there with people, pets, and plants, and then we will be coming back soon. We're going to talk about the growth requirements, fertilizer, soil, pests and problems. We kind of already did a little bit of the parts of the Moringa, but then we'll be back in about 10-15 minutes or so with growth requirements, soil, fertilizers, pests, and problems. Any questions?
Yeah, not a question, but I found out that when you have grass-fed cows and you consume the products, you're getting a lot of the oil. That
Oh,
you get.
yes.
It's blocking me right now, but it's what you get from salmon, that kind of oil.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when you get it in like eggs, for instance, the yolk is orange.
If you're feeding your chickens,
but this is probably even better.
oh, amazing.
And the cows,
Yeah, cows love it too.
they redigest their food in their
Yes.
extra stomachs, and oh my gosh, it's fermenting in there.
That's right. Oh, speaking of fermenting, on Sunday we're going to have a fermentation presentation. We're going to be making Moringa methane gas.
Ooh. Whoa.
Oh yeah, Ken Black is coming. Confirmed.
I have met
Who is
him,
Ken Black?
Yeah, he's coming. Famous Moringa farmer here in Tampa. He also is very famous for making Moringa methane gas.
Whoa.
Yeah, bringing that and putting that on the map for farmers around the world who need power and energy. And you can literally make several pounds volume of gas off of 1 pound of greens. So on Sunday, we're going to have a presentation with Ken, and he's going to come in and he's going to bring an IBC tote and he's going to talk all about it. We're going to spend the morning, Sunday morning, with Ken. He's going to go all in on methane gas, and we're going to start promoting the fact that we can go off grid with Moringa.
What time do they start?
Sunday at 10. Yeah, 10 to 12, we'll be here with Ken.
Wow.
Can I
farm.
question?
Yes,
Or
please.
should I say farm?
Now, when
That's
when
right.
we start making all these different products,
Yes.
selling them,
Yes,
what kind of a license do we have to have? Or
that's a good question.
Good question.
Let's save that one for licensing.
Oh, licensing.
Yeah, which we might get to around 5 o'clock. And then at 6, we're going to go on a field trip and we're going to harvest an 8-acre property. And Roberta's going to lead the whole charge.
Yes, and I'm gonna pick all those greens.
And she's going to show us how to pick all those greens.
Yes.
Okay, we'll be back in about 10-15 minutes, y'all. Okay, take a break. Yeah, take it. Thanks a lot, y'all. We'll be back in about 10-15.
Are we gonna walk or what?
I'm beginning to see that we got a whole lot to get our arms around here.
Yeah, that's why we have this event.